The garden started around 2010 when the YMCA agreed to create a community garden here on an empty lot. Some of the neighbors got together, talked to the YMCA, brought it up at a Hillsborough CAC meeting. I think they had a budget of like $2,000, $1,500 a year or something they do for community projects. And so they agreed then to give part of that budget to help get this started.
Our overall vision is to grow a healthier community, and our mission is to promote a healthy community by gardening and sharing the harvest with neighbors, volunteers, and those in need.
At the garden, the methodology that we've used is asset-based community development, known as ABCD. The entire community of Pullen Park, Cameron Park, West Morgan, and the Hillsborough CAC have come together and supported us in many ways of giving us in-kind donations. One of those in-kind donations was goat manure from a woman named Crystal in the neighborhood who emailed me and said, "I'd like to drop off some goat manure." And we also received pine straw from a gentleman across the street. We received mulch from Environmental Roots, Green Roots Environmental Design by Wes Icop, who lives on Ash. We received compost, and we had the YMCA sponsor a mural for us that was done by Lauren Caddick from NC State on Service Raleigh. Vince Whitehurst and John Farnham helped create the vegetable beds the day before Service Raleigh. We also received $150 from the Fletchers for the herb garden that was shared within the community. And Lomo Market gave us $25 for door prizes for Service Raleigh. We also received lunch from Moonlight and Irregardless for Service Raleigh events. We received door prizes from DeSoto Hair Design, Ace Hardware, and Logan's Garden Shop. And the Hillsborough CAC gave us a fund back in April that actually helped the garden kick off the spring planting season. So this is what asset-based community development is, and that's the methodology we have used in the garden, and that's what helps us remain a communal garden. Back in April, we were donated about 50 to 60 vegetable seedlings from Grow and Share, and their mission is to donate vegetables to community gardens that will donate the produce to their choice of charity. We selected to donate our food to Plant a Row for the Hungry. We just loved the whole aspect of Plant a Row and their mission, and we had so much produce, and every week we would just go deliver produce, and it just became part of our mission that we just want to give more, as much as we possibly can. So this year we gave 90% of our produce away to Plant a Row for the Hungry.
So the Wedge Community Garden has actually donated 250 pounds so far this year to Plant a Row for the Hungry, which is awesome. The rule of thumb is that 1 pound of fresh produce can supplement 4 meals. So 250 pounds, that's 1,000 meals. So that is a huge impact on Raleigh. Our produce is picked up 3 times a week, and it goes that day directly to the different food banks. Shepherd's Table, for example, they feed 300 and 350 people a day. So if you think about the impact that makes on 300 to 350 people a day, that's huge. If this program didn't exist, what would those people be eating on a daily basis?
At the Wedge Garden, we've had multiple volunteer groups volunteer at the garden. We started off in March with Service Raleigh students come in. About 30 of them came and helped us kick off starting the spring season. We also had Pullen Memorial Baptist Church students. We had Haven House kids come every Saturday, starting from March till last month. We had the NC State Roots and Shoots come in October. We had the Marion Drain Scholars come in May to help us plant pumpkins. And our very last group was the AmeriCorps group that came and helped us redo our entire sidewalk area. So at the garden, we have 3 annual events. Our first event is a spring kickoff, which is Service Raleigh, and then we have a summer harvest party, and then we have a fall harvest party. And for those events, we invite everyone from our community.
I think it's beneficial to the community at large because it feeds people and it educates people and it blesses people.
The garden has exceeded at least my expectations. I think, you know, it's a relatively small piece of land, and I think Shamsa and the team of volunteers have sort of taken it and run with it, and it's producing kind of more food than I might have thought was conceivable, and it's I think it has produced a greater level of community involvement than I might have imagined. And I think it's largely due to just kind of the passion and energy of some of the volunteers who have gotten involved.
We don't have our own personal garden, and so for the children to see how things grow and where it comes from, and the pepper, you have to pick it off the plant, and this is the pepper plant, and so it's been really educational.
I'd like to talk quickly about why I'm a sponsor for the Wedge Community Garden. Having worked on farms myself, I can see the benefit of being able to provide your own effort, you know, because what you put into it, you get out of it. So, of course, it's important for people in the community. The health implications are obviously positive. Being able to eat healthy, locally grown food, you know, it's an important thing for everybody. And also, the sponsorship I gave went to the vertical planters, which will give a chance for kids from South Raleigh to be able to participate and see what you can get back by participating in the garden. And lastly, under Shamsa's really great leadership, I think it's really important for us to continue to give sponsors to the Wedge Community Garden and to help this thing grow.
It's not only producing produce that, you know, for the neighbors, some of it's donated, but it's also getting all these people involved.
One specific story that I think about is we have some dear friends whose children don't get regular meals. They will regularly walk by and come and get some healthy food from this garden. We've seen them just walk through, pick a few tomatoes, and I just know that this is a blessing to this family because they normally wouldn't have the ability to buy produce at the grocery store.
That's our goal, is to give away 90% of our food and share our 10% of our food among us and our neighbors and volunteers.